Hey YouTube, Coppersan here, and welcome back to the third episode of the Zero to Hero series. We left off when we reached level 200, and now it's time for that 5th job advancement. We also unlock housing, but we're gonna go back to that in like the next few episodes, because it's not that important right now. I just accepted the quest so that annoying light bulb goes away. The 5th job advancement can be started through the light bulb and is divided in 3 parts. After talking to the Temple of Time employees, go to the Hanøy's Bowman Instruction School and enter the portal. Talk to the goddess in there and that's it, number 1 done. For the second one, go to Grandis and enter the portal in here. Then talk to the Grandis god again to get sent to a special Magnus boss fight. Since we already went toe to toe with this boss earlier, the mechanics won't really come as a surprise. Just keep in mind you can only defeat this version and not the other regular Magnus versions. The final quest is in the demon camp. I recommend teleporting to this map using a hyper teleport rock so you can skip the required cutscenes. It will start playing if you enter the map normally. Enter the portal and talk to the god, then clear 3 stages of monsters, accept the quest from the light bulb, and your 5th job advancement has been completed. Alright, so this is gonna be a lot of UI. About the 5th job system, this isn't just about applying some skill points. 5th job skills have to be unlocked using node stones. There are 3 different types of skills you can obtain. There are skill nodes, boost nodes, and those purple special nodes. Each class has 4 unique 5th job skills which will unlock right away with the 5th job advancement. You can assign those to a slot. Then there are common skill nodes. You will want Holy Symbol, this is important as it increases EXP and drop rate. Most other nodes are important as well, like Speed Infusion, Goddess Blessing, Combat Order, Sharp Eyes, if your class doesn't have that skill of course. And for archers there is for example Guided Arrow and Vicious Shot, which are very important for them. But if you're just getting started, I recommend getting Holy Symbol, Air Shower and Sharp Eyes for now, as most classes will probably need that crit rate. I'll explain more about what the heck Air Shower is in a minute. For your boost nodes, I recommend looking up online which skills you would need to boost. Not every class needs to boost all their skills, but for Wild Hunters we actually do use quite a few skills, so we will need a few nodes. Only one unique boost node can be equipped at a time. The first skill that is shown in the node has to be unique. You cannot equip, for example in my case, 2 nodes that start with Summon Jaguar. For the purple special nodes, you can only have 1 of those active at a time. Character building 1 is great for leveling up faster when grinding. I'm getting that one as soon as I open up a few more node slots. It's not that important right away, but it's good to keep in mind. We get more slots by leveling up, by the way. Fatal Strike 1 is a purple node that's also great for bossing. And I'm using auto recovery on my main account when I go bossing, so I have a bit more healing. That one heals me like every 30 seconds. And skills and boost nodes can also be leveled up by fusing the same nodes with each other. You can also craft your own nodes, in case you haven't found the nodes you are looking for, and nodes can be obtained from monster drops in the Arcane River. You'll see events usually give a ton of nodes, that's where you get most of them. You can also obtain EXP node stones from events. Those can be fused with a skill just to level it up. They don't really do anything, you can't equip them, they're just pure upgrade materials. Use those on your skill nodes, by the way, not your boost nodes, as those are generally speaking more expensive to level up. And finally, I mentioned that more node slots unlock as we level up. You can also level up your node slots. I'm leveling up my 5th job attacks first so I can clear monsters just a bit faster. Now before we continue this video, today's video is sponsored by none other than Awesome. You see, now that I have a 6-month-old at home, I have even less time for my dailies, so when I'm traveling back from work or to work, I use Awesome to quickly access my desktop at home, so I can play MapleStory and complete my daily quest and monster park runs, all from my phone. And since the Dutch public transport usually has delays anyway, I have plenty of time to get some work done while waiting. With Awesome, the one and all remote access tool, I can play MapleStory from my phone, and using the game mode, I can customize my keyboard so I can play different classes. There's a free plan as well that you can always install, but there is also a pro and game plan, and then I'm using the game plan for that customizable keyboard. Adding more devices will give you a discount as well, by the way. And of course, the usability doesn't end there. You can also use remote access to, I don't know, transfer files that you forgot to send, or even turn off your PC in case you want to save money on that electricity bill. If you're like, hey, I want to try this out myself, you can use the code appearing on the screen to get a free 7-day trial of Awesome remote game. Like before, this is only for the first 200 people, so act quickly, the code just got refreshed. Head over to the Awesome website, sign in, click on rewards, fill out the code, and then you're in. You can then easily set up your screen mirroring with your QR code, and once the trial ends, just using the app will reward you with Sunshine, which can be used to get more days of Awesome Game or Pro. Sometimes Awesome also offers discounts per plan, so make sure to keep an eye on the Awesome app or website, and definitely go there if you want to learn more about the remote software tool itself. Don't forget about the code, and now back to the video. As you can tell, it will take a while to unlock all your skills and level up everything. That's why drop rate is so important, as the more notes you find from monsters, the faster you can level up your skills, the stronger you'll get, the earlier you can get to bosses, yada yada yada. So that's why we're also getting Holy Symbol first, not just for the EXP increase, but also for the drop rate. Before we continue to test out those new skills, I did buy some additional node stones from the event store. The first boss that we're going to tackle today is Horntail. This boss thankfully does not have a prequest, and we're fighting the normal version for now. This boss drops a ring, earring and pendant, which are all part of a boss set, so we're looking for those. I didn't find much though, just a pendant. I think I should be able to actually just fight Chaos version next time. I think I was underestimating myself a little bit here. I also fought normal Magnus and we found a shoulder from him. This fight took way longer than I thought I would, and I fought Pink Bean as he drops a Pink Bean mark and a pocket slot item, but sadly no luck here. I fought the normal version of Pink Bean, which is pretty easy, we just tank everything. Chaos I think is still a bit too far away for us for this boss. Next up, we're traveling to the Arcane River. Start the questline here and go one map to the right. Defeat one monster by throwing all your 5th job skills at it, then claim your temporary arcane symbol. You'll need this symbol to deal more damage to the monsters in this area. Arcane power works kinda similar to those Star Force maps. Monsters have a certain arcane power requirement. If you're over the requirement, it increases your damage against the monster and lowering their damage. And if you're too low, then they will deal a lot of damage and you will deal almost no damage. That's why I also put a few points in the arcane power hyperstat, just to have an easier time in this new area. From here on out, every single area we're gonna unlock is gonna have this. Also, check your use inventory. Here you'll find 3 stones that can be filled up with EXP by hunting monsters. Once filled up, they can be used to get a chunk of EXP. Start the Vanishing Journey questline next. This is a bit of a longer questline where you have to hunt monsters, collect drops throughout the whole area. It's a must complete questline though, as it unlocks your first dailies and weekly quests. Completing the Vanishing Journey questline unlocks your arcane symbol. This item goes into your equipment window and can be upgraded by fusing it with other arcane symbols. You get those from events as always, but there is a steady stream you can obtain from your daily and weekly quests. Each bigger area in the Arcane River has its own symbol and related daily and weekly quests where you can get them from. There always is a daily hunting quest, which gets easier the more areas of the Arcane River you unlock, and a weekly quest that can be completed 3 times a week. That will also get lowered as you unlock more areas, so the more areas you unlock, the more dailies you have, but also the less time you spend doing them. The daily and weekly quests in this area can be started at the NPC at the left side of the map. The weekly quest in this area has you defeat monsters to fill up an Erda meter. I usually defeat monsters till I have around 100 Erda collected. You stand in the blue explosions on the ground to get 10 Erda right away, or just defeat monsters. Once you're done, you press the harvest/NPC chat button in the machine at the middle. 2 beams will then appear on the map, 1 red and 1 blue. The machine in the middle will turn on and will switch between blue, red and purple. Attack it to spawn an orb that you need to push into the correct beam with your NPC chat/harvesting button. The purple orbs count for 2 points and can go in any beam. Be careful of the purple explosion that removes the orbs that are in it. Once you hit 10 points, you can go to the final stage, where 2 big worms will spawn and move towards the middle of the map. They cannot touch the air machines in the middle or it's game over. Stand and hold NPC chat at the machine to fire a beam of laser to drive them back. This does cost Erda though, so make sure to hunt some monsters. Thankfully though, my class has summoned, so pretty chill for Wild Hunter actually. Once you drive the monsters back 5 times, you complete the weekly quest and can claim the EXP and rewards. Since we didn't unlock any areas yet, we have to do this a total of 3 times, but only 3 times a week. If you're hunting monsters in this area, you can optimize your grinding a bit by using the Erda Fountain skill. This is another 5th job skill that I mentioned earlier. Right click the skill icon so you can summon it by using the skill without the key command. Erda Fountain is a place down summon that attacks every now and then once a certain number of monsters is defeated. The skill greatly helps clearing monsters faster, and it's a skill you'll be using forever when grinding. So make sure it's up and active whenever you're grinding. Set a skill reminder if you have to. Make sure to use any active EXP buffs when you're grinding. Let's do a proper grind setup in a later video once we actually start like a serious grinding session. Reaching level 200, we also unlock the Legion system. Similar to Link skills, each character also has a Legion effect. This effect unlocks at level 60 and ranks up at level 100, 140, 200 and 250. Make sure to check out my Legion link skill video that I mentioned earlier to figure out which ones are good to get. On the Legion board you can assign your Legion members to a grid. These grids give passive buffs, and in the inner grid that is currently unlocked, the stats can be swapped around. This is only for the inner grid though, the outer grid you cannot change unfortunately. As you get more characters you will level up your Legion rank, which makes the board bigger and allows for more Legion members to be assigned. Your 42 highest level characters will count towards your Legion total, so there's plenty of grinding to be done, no worries there. Your assigned Legion members also have a Legion raid power, which is based on your assigned character level and combat power. The more raid power you have, the faster you will collect coins, which can be used to purchase powerful buffs. You can also get additional Legion coins by completing daily quests. At the Legion store you can buy those powerful buffs that I mentioned, including drop and meso coupons, EXP coupons and potions that give you half a level worth of EXP and a double XP buff, which is great for leveling up mules. Sorry for the lack of action in this video. We're not done yet with looking at UI windows though, because part of the Legion system is also the Legion artifact system. You get artifact EXP based on normal, boss and special missions that can be completed. We already completed some because we played through some additional story quests. The higher your artifact level, the more artifacts you can unlock, and you can collect artifact points which can be used to reroll the stats on your artifacts and to extend their duration. Yeah, the stats are not permanent sadly, but once everything is set up it's very easy to maintain them thankfully. You can get really great stats from artifacts, like bonus EXP, item drop rate, meso drop rate, boss damage, etc, etc. It's a system that grows as you play the game, so make sure to get the right stats on it and extend the duration of your artifacts and you should be good. One quick tip that I want to share to the Maples who are grinding. Our trusty sheep pet is expired by now, so I started using the other snail that I got from the starter box. This pet also has the auto buff skill unlocked, so you can for example assign holy symbol there, so we just have it active as long as our pet is out. You can also select that it doesn't cast when you're in town, so you don't almost get killed by your pet because they keep casting the skill that drains your HP. Let's also do a little bit of upgrading before we continue. We can't really one-shot monsters yet, and that has to change. Our first goal is to try and get some drop gear on the event rings. So I purchased a legendary scroll from the champion double up event that is currently active and used it on one of our rings. I used a few cubes that we got for free and I almost instantly rolled 21% dex. Not exactly what we're looking for here, but since cubes that can reroll legendary potential are scarce for now, so we're just gonna go with 21% dex. I also purchased a unique emblem. We can use one emblem for bossing and one for mobbing. I rolled 15 dex, which is great and all, but attack lines are way better, so we're sticking with the epic one for now. Not sure if I showed this earlier also, but the other event ring that we got now has 12% dex. Yeah, we got lucky there. I also upgraded a few items here and there. We got some additional Star Force, potential lines. Nothing too fancy, but it's all about making those smaller gains. I just aim to get everything to 10 stars and epic potential with a 6% dex line for now, except for the weapon, emblem and secondary of course. I'm not upgrading my belt or earrings as I plan to replace those with the boss item sets very soon anyway. I also need to replace my hat once I find a new. I haven't found that hat for some reason, I don't know. I also participated in Lung Dojo. This system can be accessed through the dimensional mirror. The Lung Dojo is a boss rush style content, where your objective is to defeat bosses as quickly as possible and clear as many stages as possible. This content rewards special items and temporarily powerful buffs depending on your weekly ranking, which if I remember correctly resets every Monday at midnight, and since wild hunters are extremely unpopular, I just hope that no one else is clearing this so I can be number 1 and number 2 in my job range with my pitfall results. So I can snatch those gloves for a huge power boost. Those will help us bossing so much. But still we have to wait a few days for the results to come in though, so fingers crossed. Please don't do Lung Dojo on your wild hunters, thank you. You can grind in maps like Below the Cave to reach level 205 that unlocks the next side quest line that we're going to do, but I just had some strawberry farm tickets, so we're using those for some quick leveling. Really make sure to check which events are active that can help speed up your leveling. I reached level 205 from one run. Perfect. Whenever you level up, don't forget to enhance your node slots. I just started somewhere in the middle for some reason, but you can just always change the assigned skills anyway. So just start from left to right if you want to do it neatly. Eventually, most of them are gonna be max level anyway. I also crafted Guided Arrow, as I think this is a neat skill that attacks monsters automatically, and it's a toggle, so I don't need to think about it after turning it on. Since we reached level 205, we can now start a questline in Reverse City. This area rewards some symbols and increases the rewards that we get from the dailies in Vanishing Journey. So let's get started. The questline in this area is guaranteed to turn your world upside down, but there's nothing that special going on that needs to be explained. In the end, we get a cool helmet, some arcane symbols, And now our symbols from the Vanishing Journey daily are going to be increased. For the next episode, I'm thinking that we're gonna go all the way to level 225, do some more upgrading, some more bossing, work on our first link skill mule perhaps. So sorry for the delay in this series. It's been a full week. I got really sick, but thankfully all better now, almost. I hope you enjoyed at least so far. Thanks for watching, and as always, special thanks to our members making these videos possible. Special thanks to Niels de Coninck, Raar, Maar, Waar, Sebastian Hanøy, Caudimorda, Wiley, BackSpaceOTI, Ziggy, Flidiot, Knivesu, Cloudfix, Michael, Menchaca, Raythius, Betrayal1489, Sylvio, Neto, StrikerElk, Ryaiser, Aryu, PCGAMELIFE, The Passenger, maxBurnHeart, ScottyFlysFast, Only, Lordvasile, Spudsy, Dantevictory, Snufflepop, Quinn, Dewey-Tran, Vake Botnet, Megu, The Wolf Drake, Matthew Def, Groggo, Gabriel Eck, Knivesu, Max Mink, and Domi Kirch-nehammer. Thank you so much for watching, stay safe and happy mapling!